This is Ellery Galvin with LISA, the Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis at CU Boulder, and this video is part of our collection on programming in R. This video is going to be about working with numbers in R. Let's get started. Fundamentally, R is a fancy calculator. We can start with the simplest idea there. If I just type the number 3 in the console, this is where I provide code that I want R to execute. Let's see, I hit enter, and R is just going to say 3. That's because I provided R an expression, just the number 3, that evaluated to the number 3. If I provided a different expression, like 3 plus 2, this expression evaluates to 5. Now, R understands the order of operations. So if I do 3 plus 2 times 5, this is going to evaluate to 13 because R multiplied the 2 and the 5 before it added 3, even though the addition with 3 occurred before the multiplication in the expression. So let's see. Another little summary note up here. R follows the order of operations. So far, we've seen addition and multiplication. R also has division. I can do 9 divided by 3. That's going to get me 3. Or I can do non-even division as well. 8 divided by 3. R has subtraction. I can do 17.2 minus 0.1. You'll notice there I also changed to decimals versus integers. R does understand both. And R has exponents. So to type an exponent, I use the caret symbol, which is above the 6 on US keyboards. 3 caret 2 is 3 squared, so this will get me 9. And let's see, there's one more operation we haven't covered. It's called the modulus operator. If you haven't seen this before, it's a little bit like the remainder from long division. So if I do 11, then 2 percent signs for the modulus, and I do 3, then this means divide 11 up into as many groups of 3 as you can, and whatever's left over that isn't a complete group of 3, tell me how many are in that leftover group. It's just 2. In summary, R has addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the modulus, and exponentiation. Now, it'll turn out that R also understands scientific notation. To notate that in R, I'm going to go, say, 4.58. I type the letter E, and then an exponent, so I could do -3. This is the exact same thing. It's shorthand for 4.58 times 10 to the -3rd power. Gets me the same thing. Let's see. Finally, R understands negative numbers. So if I do -4 minus 5, I'm going to get -9, as you might expect. And I think that's going to wrap up our content. A quick teaser here. For extensions. Our next video about working with numbers in R is going to be about numerical errors. So it turns out that R allocates, and actually not just R, but any computer has finite memory for representing numbers, but real numbers can be infinitely long. So for instance, I can type 1 point, and then button mash lots and lots of things. The computer doesn't actually have enough memory to store all those digits. So the computer could not store this long number I just wrote. Instead, it might represent it as, say, just the first few digits in memory. Now, R has some options you can set for how many digits it remembers. There is an upper limit. If we aren't careful about how we manage this kind of thing, then we can run into some strange computational errors as we try to compute things. So more on that in the extension. As for this video, I recommend that our listeners take a few minutes to practice starting up our studio, entering our code in the console to compute mathematical expressions, and practice finding all those math symbols. You'll need to get faster and faster at typing them, so it never hurts to practice. Thanks so much, y'all, for listening. See you in the next video.